I hate how it looks like we're having a little mukbang together. Hello everyone and welcome back to FX Express Trends. My name is Jadie and I make videos on FX Beauty, Fashion, and Cosplay. So as I'm ending my Halloween series, I'm jumping right into sharing with you guys my E.L.F. Cosmetics makeup haul. Now out of this haul, I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks, some things that I like and don't like about the products, and how to slay with a $50 budget. Now everything that I'm going to show you consists of 13 items, with 3 of them being freebies, and it did go a little bit over $50, but that's okay. You can pick and choose any products you want. Maybe my recommendations and experiences will help you guys with that. So before getting into the haul itself, after this I will release a few reviews on the items that I do like, a tutorial on how to slay with the $50 budget, and I also have another haul coming up very soon. It's unrelated to this video, to this series whatsoever, but my birthday came up recently, so I'm going to share that with you guys. If you're interested, I guess, look out for that whenever it comes out. But with that being said, let me get my bag real quick of all the items I've collected, and comment down below in the next 3 seconds what your favorite E.L.F. product is. Do you like this drugstore brand? Am I crazy for being cheap and liking all the dupes they make? What do you guys think overall about this amazing drugstore brand? I gotta know. It's one of my favorites. I need some outside perspective here. Am I alone? Do people really like this? Let me know your thoughts in 3, 2, 1. Let's get into the haul. So this is one of my favorite bags. I got this from a convention a long time ago and used it as like a cute everyday bag, and I don't care that it's a little lunchbox. Honestly, this is my favorite bag ever. So I thought, why not put all of my precious new products in here, and here it is. I don't know, I just love talking about this bag. I love sharing it. But I got this at MegaCon a few years ago, as well as this keychain. Unfortunately, like, I don't know who the artist is. Like the weird My Hero Academia merch. I hate how it looks like we're having a little mukbang together. But anyways, in this bag, I have tried to put away the products in their proper packaging, but obviously I have used these products already. I've peeked at some of the things, and there's some things that I have yet to use. So I'm very surprised that everything is small enough to fit in the bag as it is. So one thing that I already love about E.L.F. Cosmetics is that everything is conveniently travel sized. Everything fits very nicely in this bag. It was organized. I'm just trying to pull things out as I go, but for everything to like fit in here, be a little bit unorganized and still have room for more, I'm very impressed. However, there is a con to that. If there is a product you absolutely love and it goes out quickly, you'll have to just keep buying and buying and buying. But for what it's worth, I really do like the small packaging. So the first few things that I'm going to show you consist of all things base makeup. I am going to start with the E.L.F. Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish Foundation. That's a lot of words, but here it is. The packaging's really nice, and I bought this because in my last haul, I was looking for both a vegan and cruelty-free friendly foundation to use. Yeah. Now, I absolutely love using CoverGirl foundations. Each of them are super great, and a lot of them have dewy finishes that work best for my oily skin. But it was just running out really quickly, and it didn't stick to those morals. I am trying to build more of a eco-friendly, conscientious, I'm saying that word so wrong, but you know, I'm looking for more environmentally animal-friendly, plant-friendly kinds of products to use. Now, a little bit of a double standard here, but I do go out of my way to explore and find and use products that don't fall into those categories, but I want to learn about so many different formulas and brands that way, and it makes makeup a lot more fun. So I'm not restricting myself too tightly, but I would like to incorporate more friendly products into my everyday makeup. So here's the foundation out of its packaging. I'm surprised that the tube right here doesn't look too weird or dirty or distorted after a lot of use. This isn't my first time using this foundation. When I was an online makeup student, my dad was a model for me for one of my special effects projects. Those projects, like, I had to make like an old man, a stage of makeup, whatever. So I bought one of these. So I have already had experience playing with one of these already. I kept and preserved the packaging as best as I could so I could remember the type of shade and the type of formula. Plus, I always do these out-of-kit special effects makeups that incorporates both like everyday glamour makeup with special effects makeup. And I really, really wish I learned my lesson with this because these shades are actually a lot deeper, a lot richer, a lot darker than they actually look in the tube. Like with my first one here, this is deep 530W with warm olive undertones. This shade came out very orange, and I had to blend it with lighter foundations and different formulas to get the look I wanted. And this one here is a medium 330W with warm olive undertones. Their version of olive can be very, very orange on my skin, so I had to blend this out with another E.L.F foundation I have. This one is the E.L.F Flawless Satin Foundation in 240 Vanilla. It has yellow undertones and it's medium coverage. I'm mixing these two products lately to get the correct shade, and it is what I'm currently wearing at the moment. Sometimes with my foundations, I look too white or I look too orange, but I can't find anything with a nice yellow undertone or a neutral undertone at least. So I always end up looking more orangey or more pink, and I don't really understand why. But, like, compared to my skin, my face and my neck, they do match me a little bit better. I'm still learning about color matching, so, I do look a little wonky still. But I'm really trying here, and I think my issue is that I don't understand the difference between their satin finish, their medium coverage, and then their full coverage. And I only bring this up because with each different type of finish, E.L.F's colors are still very consistent. However, subconsciously, I bought this foundation in the same shade as the E.L.F Flawless Satin Finish Foundation, 330 Cashew, I'm not making this up, guys, with warm olive undertones. This formula is a lot more lighter than this one, and even though they are the same color, this one works so much better for my dewy foundation, and it is like a near perfect match. This is so embarrassing. You know, over the years, I've been playing with so much foundation that you think I would somewhat understand what I'm doing when it comes to foundation. But anyways, I do really like this, and I'm going to weigh out the pros and cons between these two products specifically. So with the Camo CC Cream, it is color correcting, full coverage, it has a natural finish, it has collagen, peptides, niacinamide, you know, things that are supposedly good for your skin. Plus, it also serves as an SPF sunscreen. It is SPF 30 specifically. I hope you can see that. Now, this is really great for full coverage. However, I don't think that on its own this is right for my oily skin. I have very oily, acne-prone skin. So I always try to go for a dewy finish. I could go matte if I wanted to, but a foundation with a dewy finish makes the skin look a lot more healthier. And I mean, I can cover up like all the blemishes and imperfections very well, but if you don't have a light enough foundation to help with that, it's not going to look as seamless and it's going to look more cakey. So this will definitely last me a long time, and even though it's not the proper coverage, I still have my little baby foundations to rely on. The only reason I have vanilla is because I was going to do an assignment with a friend, but things just did not work out well. Definitely helps lighten up this product, and because it's the same brand, it doesn't make the formula chunky or weird, and it helps dilute the product a little bit. And you can dilute it even further if you wet your sponge or you brush before you actually apply the foundation. My only problem with this foundation type, though, is that it's very, very small. I love it so much that I have overused it, and I'm very close to running out. The reason I don't use my initial foundation is because the pump doesn't pick up the product anymore. Like, it's just so done. It's so over. There's barely anything else in here. The formula is nice and thin, and it works well for oily and acne-prone skin. So I do like that. Thank you, E.L.F, but I messed up. I did not know the difference between coverages, but I hope you learned from my lesson. If you are interested in the full coverage foundation, make sure that you go a shade or two down if you want an exact match. I do love using this product when my skin is a lot more clear, a lot more clean, but at the end of the day, I recommend the medium coverage one. So enough about foundation. I got another E.L.F Hydrating Camo Concealer to kind of replenish what I currently have. I'm doing a lot more makeup as per usual, and whenever I do out-of-kit makeups, concealer is very nice to have on hand. So I have just been drawing on my eyebrows again, so with me, you can never have too many of these. Almost done with this one. I haven't scraped the walls of this product yet, but I can feel it coming, and that I would need a new one soon, so these two are the same shade. This is Light Sand. It's very neutral on me. It's not too peachy. It's not too orange. It is rather fair, but there's so many uses for concealer. So concealer is very handy. It's nice to find a cheap yet reliable formula that you really like because it can be used for multi-purposes. I love using it to shape my eyebrows especially. I have used it to replace the function of eyeshadow primer. I use it for color correction, covering acne and scarring. Recently, I've also been using concealer for my special effects projects. A nice contrast between, like, monster and human flesh. If that makes sense. It sounds gross, but, yeah. It sounds gross, but that is what I do. Anyways, next up is the E.L.F Halo Glow Beauty Wand. I got the contour stick in shade light/medium. I have used this product already. I remember when I think it was Maybelline, they came out with the, that funny little sponge corrector stick. I don't remember the name of it, but I'll pop a picture up on the screen. I have been wanting to try out the wands for the longest time. Now, all you have to do is squish the tube a little bit, and then you can just start, contouring pretty much whatever. I always get scared when it comes to finding the right shade for me, whether it be foundation, concealer, highlight, contour. I played it safe when I got the light to medium. I don't know if you can tell, but I did contour my nose, I contoured my cheeks, my temples up here. I don't know if you can tell if there's a difference. But from an outside perspective, comment down below, let me know. Do those features look more smaller? Do they look diminished? Is this a shade that I should keep using? Contouring and bronzer and all that, the shading is not my strong suit when it comes to makeup, but, you know, sometimes I want to feel itty-bitty and small and cute because these features be really big sometimes, and I don't mind it too much, but I want to get a good hold of this skill, so let me know what you guys think about both my skills and this product specifically. What I like about it is that, you know, you spin the top off and then you just press and you go. Cream products are very easy to manipulate because you can build upon the product that's already there, so the pigment can be very light, it can be very heavy. It just depends on the kind of intensity you want, and in this case it would be for contour. It is a cooler shade, and I don't like the bronzed, sun-kissed kind of contouring I've been seeing a lot. It's obvious to see what kind of, like, dramatical features that I really lean towards, but I like keeping it more neutral, more clean when it comes to my base makeup. I can see this wand lasting me a long time because I don't often squeeze the tube. Whatever comes out, like, I use it for different sessions and touch-up, and, like, I don't have to constantly be pumping the product so that I get the amount of product that I want to use. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Contouring's weird. So next up, I have two setting powders. Let's start with my refill. Here is the E.L.F. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Bought this in my last haul. Absolutely love it. I have not used this one yet, but I really love the way that this product applies. Got this in shade medium. It is a loose powder. A little bit does go a long way, but sometimes you just need a lot depending on what you do. Like baking, like what I did here today. It's good for oily skin. It helps mattify everything, but the thing that I like about the Halo Glow products is that they have a nice shimmer, and they add that nice glow, that nice little highlight to the face without being too overbearing. I've talked about it more in my first haul, where I got like a bunch of Huda Beauty things, but I do recommend this product. It's very nice, lovely, lovely, lovely. If you're looking for a loose setting powder, and it needs to be tinted, I would go with one of these. Try one of these. It's very cute, very fun, and again, just like the little sparkle flexes are so cute. And the last thing that I got for base makeup is the E.L.F. Perfect Finish HD powder. This is a compressed powder. Now, I got this because it's a pressed powder, and I love the idea of a pressed setting powder because of personal use. Sometimes you don't want to go overboard with the loose setting powder, so I thought it'd be nice to have just like a personal powder for me and me alone. I've been using this for a while now. I use this to set everything today. I use it to bake the contour so you can see what I did today. Yeah, it's very simple. It's very small, very compact. I love how it has a mirror too. The only thing that kind of puts me off is that it has a place for a powder puff, and they do sell powder puffs, yes, but like shouldn't have this come with one already? If you're gonna have a container space for it, why not put one in there for free? This isn't an e.l.f. powder puff, but this is the one that I've been using for a while now. This is very thin. It really goes into the corners of the eyes nicely. It's good for like setting fine details. And let's see, does she fit? No. She doesn't fit, but I do have like a little emergency on the go makeup kit that I take with me everywhere. But yeah, why not put like one of those cheapy little powder puffs so you can set and not have to use your fingers. This stuff is pretty great, and I would say it's identical to the E.L.F. HD powder. This is the loose powder version. It's just the same thing to me. I don't know. I'm almost out of this, which is why I wanted to get something that I knew would last me a little bit longer. Because makeup is expensive, you guys. I want things that last me a long time, things that are ethical, things that I know that I will adore. So, I'm really happy with the HD powder. If you need a new setting powder, something really simple, this is a loose, translucent one, so you don't have to worry about like different tinted colors, making your foundation appear a little bit more darker, more pigmented or whatever, like a tinted one would. If you do overdo it though, it can be white. However, it's good for baking, because you can see like the obvious contrast of like the contour and then the highlight of it. Next up, I am going to be sharing with you guys all the lip products I got. So I got 3 new glosses from the E.L.F. Lip Lacquer Lip Gloss Collection, and then I have this regular cream lipstick, which I'll talk about in a minute. I'm currently working on a review for these 3 lip glosses. I really do like them, so I'll share a little bit of my thoughts here with you guys. From top to bottom, there is Mauve Glitz, Love Bite, and Orange Blossom. So I wanted to get these 3 new lip glosses because I don't have the most versatile or everyday wear kind of lip collection. It's more convenient to just have a shade ready to go rather than mixing and concocting these new ideas of like, ooh, what color should I do? All the time. It's crazy. Now the reason that I wanted these specifically, though they're like really light, really cute, really simple, this is my original tube of Mauve Glitz. It's kind of embarrassing, kind of gross, but I've had this with me for a year, and I like the formula. I really wanted something new, and this is something that I relied on for so long, really love the color of, and I just had to get more of it. So this is what Mauve Glitz looks like in a full tube. It's nice and fresh. This shade has nice warm brown neutral undertones. This one is Love Bite. I described this one in my review as the older sister to Mauve Glitz, and she's a little bit more richer, a little bit more darker, more intense. But they're still both these pretty neutral browns. Here is Orange Blossom. She's definitely in the orange family. I think of her more as like a creamsicle. And for some reason, these three do look a little bit more corally on my complexion in contrast to like the actual bottle. They're not the most hyperpigmented thing. They are buildable. They glide on really nicely. They don't get too tacky. They don't dry out too much. The thing that I love about E.L.F. products is that a lot of the time they feel very moisturizing and luxurious. I don't know, very like soft and cushiony. So I really do like these three glosses, but if you want a full, coherent, complete review of them, make sure to watch my three-parter coming up very soon on these three shades. And the last thing I got for lips is the E.L.F. O-Face Satin Lipstick. This is in the shade All Night. This one is really special to me because it takes me back to middle school when I found my old Halloween lipstick and I'm like, I'm goth now. Like, that's not how that works, honey. It's definitely my introduction to makeup, the E.L.F. brand. And E.L.F. has been with me for so many years. That was like 2016 and now I'm 20. Like, she's given me like the confidence and the reassurance that I can do it and I can try new things and I can teach myself more about the world and stop being so like prideful and egotistical and whatever and just kind of scared of new things. You should always try to be the best version of yourself, and a lot of that is going to feel like cringe and weird, so out of place and uncomfortable for you, but for me, this has kind of been both like a blessing and a curse. A little bit of like a grudge I've been hiding behind, but also at the same time, it's been helping me explore new things and gain the confidence and trust in myself to be this weird clown that you see today. I've already tried this product. It feels just the same as it did many years ago. I remember buying this like at a CVS before going to a Halloween event when I was a kid, a little baby. But yeah, it's a full tube, very sharp. The smell kind of reminds me of cupcakes. I remember I had this and some MAC lipsticks, and they both reminded me of the smell of frosting. The acronym is engraved in the lipstick. Don't know what it is. It is literally the most simplest thing ever. You ready? Eyes, lips, face. Just let that sink in for a minute. E.L.F. is literally eyes, lips, face. No, it's not E.L.F. There's a reason I say E.L.F., but sometimes I say E.L.F. so y'all understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, they've been catering to me for so long. Not personally. I go out of my way to like buy these things on my own, but like emotionally, like I feel like this brand has catered to my needs, and I really, really love them. But anyway, speaking about the packaging really quick, there are definitely a few changes. Packaging kind of feels rubbery. It's like soft. I don't know what kind of material this is, but it does feel a little bit more cushiony. And it is magnetic. The tube is magnetic. So anyways, about the formula. This is not my most favorite formula, but I wanted to buy this again because nostalgia purposes, obviously, but I'm comfortable with it and I know how to use it properly without making as many mistakes as I did in the past. It's very creamy, very smooth, very buttery, and it makes you want to build more and more product, which you really shouldn't unless you're just trying to like fix the shape of your lips. Now, with how thick it is, it can stain your lips, it can stain your face, especially if you make a mistake, so please be careful with that. All of that being said, the formula is thick and creamy enough that it's very pigmented and you don't have to reapply it to get the desired black shade you want. Creams are very good for beginners. I recommend creams for beginners. However, just be careful, be light-handed, and if you're really, really bad at shaping your lips, I recommend buying 2 concealer brushes. The concealer brushes, I recommend getting 2 different sizes. There is a big one and a small one. Right here is a clean brush that's really small. You see how it's rounded at the top nicely? The roundness and thickness of an E.L.F. concealer brush is precise enough to really shape your cupid's bow, the little pointed areas of your lip. And then if you wanted, you could either round out the sides or make them really straight. And if you have like a double lip line, or if your lip line isn't very precise at the bottom, you can always redefine it. Also, if you don't want like a really pronounced cupid's bow, you can always round it out. You pick and choose what kinds of products and styles you like best, because makeup can literally be anything. So don't be limited by the conformity of, like, you know, everyday regular beauty standards. There's so many ways to do makeup. Learn from as many people as you can, and you'll eventually find your style. Whether or not you like these products or techniques, there's always something for everybody. So this is the last thing that I got from the haul. This is the E.L.F. Intense Ink Eyeliner, Blackest Black. The last thing that I got from my haul, aside from Freebies, which I'll show you guys in a minute. I have a lot of gripes with this product, but let me show you guys. Here is the pen itself. I have been using this on and off for a while now. I'm not very happy with how my eyeliner came out today. If you're not really looking at the shape or the symmetry of the eyeliner afar, you know, it looks good, it looks decent, it looks okay. It's very good when it comes to precision and pigment payoff, but the thing that I hate about it is that the coverage isn't the greatest. When you're doing your eyeliner, you have to be very precise. You have to know what kind of shape you want and where you want the color to go. It's not going to spread evenly sometimes, especially through wear. Just because, like, once you put on a layer of this eyeliner, you really do have to let it dry. If you put more layers on top, it will become super streaky. But what I find difficult is that even when I do let everything dry, it becomes so, like, sticky and tacky and, like, impenetrable or whatever, and, like, I cannot put any more layers on, and it becomes a mess. I'll make sure to zoom in for you guys so you see the features of my eyeliner and what it looks like today, because I am not proud of that. I can do so much better with the regular eyeshadow, which I have done in the past, but for some reason liquid eyeliners just don't work out for me. I've tried the Huda Beauty eyeliner and that dried out very quickly too. I don't know what it is. I've tried different eyeliners, different formulas, but just nothing seems to work for me. So I did look this up, and on Reddit, different people said to, like, use micellar water or water to reactivate it. So I have a water pump here, so I just squirt a little bit all around, and that would kind of revive the product a bit, but applying it was still very streaky. Some people have said to leave it upside down so the product kind of, like, drains down into the actual felt tip. It has worked for me, but again, the coverage is just not there. And then another person said to cut any, like, little wispies at the end of the felt tip pen, and I have done that as well, but it looks like I may have to do it again soon because the tip isn't very straight. When it comes to detail work and things like that for, like, my makeup or my out-of-kit makeups, it has not come in clutch for me. This has not saved me in any way. Sometimes I go back and forth between this and my Huda Beauty eyeliner and try to work it out from there. I've also tried using eyeshadow to help cover it up, but this really is like the blackest black eyeliner, like one of the blackest black eyeliners I've ever used, according to its name or whatever. Putting a black eyeshadow on top of it to help kind of, like, even out the color, it just looks really gray, really ashy, and I don't like that. Maybe next time I'll try a gel eyeliner. Let me know in the comments what you guys think would work best for eyeliner. Maybe in the future, using a gel eyeliner to touch up or salvage whatever mess I've made of my E.L.F. eyeliner can help fix it. I would really love to find a personal use eyeliner I can use to practice my precision of eyeliner with, because some days it's great, it's poppin', but sometimes it's just not even, and I need more work with it. Help me in the comments below. Like, let me know what your favorite eyeliner is, what kinds of tips and tricks you use to get the most coverage out of your eyeliner, and we can learn from each other what works best. I remember in the past, I used to use this Party City eyeliner. It's really small, really cheap, and it actually, like, really did wonders. It was probably really bad for my skin, definitely not vegan or cruelty-free of the sort, but, like, it lasted me a long while. It really did, and sadly, it's one of the best eyeliners I have ever used. So that was pretty much everything in my E.L.F. haul. I will show you guys the freebies in a minute, but with everything here on the side, it was a little bit more than $50, but if you take out maybe like 2 lip products and 1 setting powder, it really would truly be $50. Now, I have a pro membership or whatever, and I did use a few points, but it was still a little bit more than $50 maybe like $60, $65, $66, something like that. But with that retail value, I was able to get a lot of items, a lot of good items, even though there are some things that I don't like in here. But I was rewarded with some freebies. I'm gonna get the little ones out of the way real quick. Here is a nice sticky pink powder puff. This is the E.L.F. Halo Glow powder puff. I like this one because in comparison to my everyday one, it's a lot thicker, it's a lot softer. It doesn't get into the little ridges and edges of my face, but if I really need to like smack on like some setting powder so I can like mattify my foundation base or whatever, really, you know, I just pack it on and done. Sometimes this does help me touch up concealer or foundation. It does give me that nice coverage I need. I have had good experience with these powder puffs. I'm going to keep it in storage for a little while because I do have like 2 or 3 powder puffs that I wash in rotation and use quite frequently. This is a nice tool to have, but for now I'm just going to keep it hidden away until I'm ready to throw out one of my powder puffs. Here are the last freebies that I got. This is the E.L.F. Holy Hydration Skin Series set. There are definitely more products from this line, such as the Face Cream SPF 30 Sunscreen, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I've used this. I've also used the Pure Skin set, which is like a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer. I really like that one because it's versatile for like different kinds of skin types out there. But more on this series, I have used the face cream before. This is pretty much a cold cream. Here's my open one, but whenever you're ready, you just scoop a little bit out and then you can rub it all over your face, easily take off the makeup. It's a nice balm. I'm not really sure what the smell is, but it's very clean, very summery. Kind of reminds me of their sunscreen here. I like using these for personal use, just me, but if I were actually traveling around doing makeup gigs, which I don't know when I'll ever get around to that, you know, I would properly like scoop it out with a spatula and then like rub with a washcloth and we'll be all good. Anyways, here is their sunscreen that I was talking about. It's a moisturizer sunscreen, kind of like 2-in-1. Can get a little bit greasy. I've used this before when working with other people for my school assignments, and it has not ended well. Like, I would not use this for sensitive skin whatsoever. However, the E.L.F. line, their skin line, is actually cruelty-free and vegan. And then this series, it's for dry, oily, and combination skin. So they try to diversify it for everybody. But if you're someone where like things just really bother you for no good reason whatsoever, I don't recommend it. Well, the sunscreen at least. And the last freebie I got is the Holy Hydration Makeup Remover. Easily removes even waterproof makeup, soothes and hydrates skin and lashes. So as you can see here, here is like all the cleanser and the soap at the bottom, and on the top is the actual oil itself. What you gotta do for this is you gotta really mix it up before you apply it, otherwise it's not gonna work. So let's give it just like a good mixing for now to kind of see what happens. It gets all bubbly, all foamy, and what I like about this is that you don't have to wipe your face too hard to remove the product. So if you don't like the way that the cream balm feels on your skin, maybe try the liquid makeup remover. I do a lot of heavy makeup, whether it's special effects or like, you know, this everyday mess. I don't have to fight with it too much. My eyebrows are just eyeshadow, even though I really pack on a lot. Like, one swipe and it's gone. Now, I have like a bag here. I got to wash them again soon, but like, I like using these washable washcloths, you know, so like I'll put a little bit on here, one wipe, and then it's gone. Now, this product is very light. It's not too greasy. I would definitely wash your face with soap and water. Definitely shower after a makeup after using this. Or if you don't have the time to like fully wash, make sure to use a cleanser, a toner, a moisturizer afterwards. Like really like dig all of that makeup product out of your pores. Definitely helps with like the surface of makeup, but think about like your skin and your pores and like all of your skin type needs, okay? So take care of your skin the way it should be taken care of. Really pamper yourself after wearing makeup for who knows how long. Okay, so these are all of the products that I have gotten from my recent E.L.F. haul. There's a lot of products here that I love, a lot of products that I definitely need to spend more time with, learning about, so I can get the best use out of them. E.L.F. is a brand that has always come in clutch with me, whether it be for my everyday makeup or my special effects. I love learning about new and different formulas all the time, and one of my favorite parts about this brand is that it is vegan and cruelty-free, so if you're a big stickler for that kind of thing, or those products just really meet your needs, I recommend this brand 110%. They've got a lot of great deals all the time, lots of products for different skin types, and they even have skincare, so I think there's a lot of options for a lot of different people. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about the products. What are your favorite E.L.F. products to use? Have you used any of these before? Is there anything that you would like to see me try out on my skin, like review or whatever? Let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling about everything. So this is pretty much it. I am really tired. It's really hot in here, oh my god. So this is the whole haul. Again, let me know what you guys think about everything. I'm really tired now. It's really hot and stuffy in here. I will be back with more videos on these E.L.F. products. You guys let me know what of these things are your favorites, what you use, what you like, what you don't like, and what you recommend, and what kinds of tips and tricks you can share to help everyone in our little community. This has been fun, and I'll be back with another haul very soon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.